Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today we are going to use this palette. Yay! This is the Alter Ego Coastal palette. This is the box that it comes in, and we'll set that over here. Running out of room, you guys. Here is the actual palette itself. This is so pretty. It's much more cool toned, which is perfect because I just got rid of some cool tone palettes because I don't reach for them very often. It comes with a big mirror, and this is what it looks like. I don't know which palette this is supposed to be duping. I have no idea. I just know that it's a palette. It looks like it's the standard Alter Ego, you know, I'm gonna say Alter Ego formula, so it should be pretty easy to work with. I really like their palettes a lot. I'm just gonna do a basic cool tone look. So before we begin, let's get everything prepped. My skin's already clean, it's done, and all that great stuff. But we're gonna prep for the makeup. So let's start off with our Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. I love this eyeshadow base so much, you guys. It's fantastic. I talk about it in every video. I have backups of backups. This little tube I have in my hand, as a matter of fact, is about to be done. Just squeezing a little bit out. When you go to use this, first of all, it's high quality, it's affordable, and it's accessible. You can buy this at Ulta, and they tend to have the Essence products where it's like, you know, a sale. You can buy one, get one free, or buy three, get one free, or something like that. And then also when you go to apply it, it does apply oily, but I promise you, it dries down to a really nice tacky finish. And it keeps your shadow from moving all over the place. So I'm going to use this Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This little one right here. I think I ordered another one during the VIB sale. I just have to figure out where it is. I literally have like a little teeny tiny bit left. So we're going to see if I can get at least a couple more squirts out before it's completely empty. I like this primer now, but I didn't like it when I originally bought it. And for whatever reason, it works really well with my skin now. It feels very smooth, very lotion-like. I think I like that because it's like my skin can be a combination of oily and dry, and there's just something about this primer that I really enjoy. Another primer I'll talk about really quick is this e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams. They don't make this anymore, but if you can find it at like Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, go ahead and pick it up. It's worth it. I watched Nana's channel and she ranted and raved about it, and now I can see why. Typically with the Alter Ego shadows, there's not a lot of fallout, so I'm going to go ahead and start my under eye really quick. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect number 4 Nectar, and it's a color corrector. I've been using these a lot. I used to use a color corrector. I don't know why I stopped, but I did. So I started up again because it really does block out the shadow that's under my eye. It's just natural. It's hereditary. But putting the concealer itself on top of it, there still is like a slightly gray cast. And by using a color corrector, I can avoid that cast. So I like this one, but it's messy. So just keep that in mind. I do like the formula. Let's see. We're going to let that dry down a little bit. And we're also going to go in with this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Intense Amethyst. And I'm using this one because I really want the shadow that I put on top of my lid today to pop. And I'm going to use this as kind of a canceling to cancel out the brown of my skin, so I can really let the colors that are in that palette become a little more vibrant without a lot of effort. You can always take any shadow stick and whatever you put on top of it, you know, you can change the color of the shadow. So if any of you ever took like art class and you took color theory and you kind of learn about, you know, red and yellow make orange and yellow and blue make green, that kind of thing. It's that same sort of theory. So we're just going to pop that amethyst stick right there on top. because I really want those colors to pop. For now, let's go into our palette. I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Shell, that one. And I'm going to use that all over my lid. Let's get a flat brush. We'll use this one. So right now I can tell you that this formula looks the same as all of the other alter ego formulas. There's not a lot of kickback in the pan. Very little, if any. And I'm just taking this color and I'm packing it all over the lid. Just going to take that right up to the crease. And I'm not blending anything, I'm just packing it on. It's a really pretty lilac color. It's like a pale purple. And it turns out even better on my lid by putting that amethyst underneath. You see what I mean? How you can really put your shadow on in a way that's more impactful. Mind you, I'm sure it would look beautiful without putting anything underneath aside from just, you know, a clear primer, but I really wanted the shadow to pop. So we're just working this all into the lid. And I'm not seeing any fallout. And that's like packing on this color. Can you like look at the pan? Can you see that? There's no kickback in there at all. So, you know, this is just a standard formula for alter ego. Their shadows are really, really nice. They're a drier formula. So you can kind of think of it as, I would say Lorac is creamy, and I would say ColourPop is drier. So somewhere between Lorac and ColourPop. Definitely drier than Natasha Denona, but equally pigmented in my opinion. So there we go. Now we have a nice lilac base to work with. We're going to take the same brush and let's go in with something for the outer corner, but let's not go too deep. How about we try, since we're going with a cool toned look, let's go with this cool toned brown right here. This one. I think on camera it's coming up a bit warmer than it is in person. It's definitely a bit cooler in person. And we're going to use that same brush, same side, no kickback, that's nice. And we're just going to go in to the outer corner and see what it do. Just packing the color on. I think we're going to use this for the first or the second half of the lid, and then we'll put another color on top of this one. Just taking it right up there to the crease. Same with this side. So by putting this cooler toned brown on my lid, mixing it with the other shadow that's underneath it, it's coming up like a peachy sort of pink color. I hope that's showing up on camera. So again, it's that whole color theory thing where you're just kind of mixing and matching colors and blending them in. Let's do a little bit more on this side. Okay. It's a nice subtle look. Okay, so let's pick another color. How about we change brushes and let's go in with a smaller brush, this little one right here. And let's pick a deeper color to really deepen up that outer corner. I don't know if I want to keep going matte or not. Maybe. Let's do it. Why not? We're just playing in makeup here, you guys. How about this one right here? Oops. Right there. We're going to use that one with this little brush. I'm going to take that right here to the outer V. Taking it right up here. Can you see I'm literally making a V shape? Just pulling it out. I can feel the bone right here. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. It's a little bit deeper. And then what else? Let's grab that same flat brush that we were working with before, and this time, let's go in with this color. Let's add a little bit of zhuzh to it. Actually, yeah, why not? Let's do it. This one right here. I'm going to deepen up that outer corner a little bit more with something bright and sparkly. Same brush. Just going to press that down. Not seeing as much feedback with this color as I did with the other two, so I'm wondering if it's just a little bit more sheer than I realized. No kickback, but it's just not as impactful as I'd hoped it would be. So that's okay. What we're gonna do is, let's go with, where is it? We're gonna take this NYX glitter primer and we're gonna pop this on the lid. Let's grab another brush. And we're gonna stick this wherever we really want the next shadow to really shine. You only need a little tiny bit, you do not need a lot. And I'm gonna lay this down in all the places that I really want that next shadow to pop. This stuff is so good, you guys. You should definitely pick up a tube of this. And a little goes a long ways, and it lasts for a while. And when I say that it's tacky, I know that you can't see it on camera, but I'm just now laying this onto my lid and it's already like sticky. It's already like pulling my lid up with it. So whatever you lay on top of this, it's gonna stay. It's not going anywhere. Probably put a little bit too much there because I did lift my shadow, but we're not going to be able to see that in a second because we're going to cover that up with another shadow. All right, so going back in with this brush, we're going to try this shade right here called Sparkle. This one. I know that you can't see it on camera, but it has an iridescent shift to it. So we're going to take the same brush, but we're going to flip it over. I'm going to go into that one. And let's see what happens. That's what it looks like. Whew. Yes. Definitely iridescent. Okay. Wow. This reminds me of a shadow I was using the other day. I cannot remember though what palette it was in. I think it's in the Viseart palette. It's got that same kind of vibe to it, but it is a little bit different. Either way though, good grief. This is definitely impactful. Trying to be careful not to go too crazy because I could tell that it has a little bit more fallout than the other shadows I was just using. Okay. What do you think? Too much, too little? I feel like I need to do something more with that outer corner. So let's put that brush away and get a clean one. How about this fluffy one? Little bit of fallout, you guys. I'm going to try again to use that other slate gray one. This one. But this time I'm going to do it with a fluffy brush. Let's see if a fluffy brush makes a difference. Because sometimes it does. It's all about the tools and the technique, right? So we're going back in. Ooh, now I'm making a mess. A complete mess. It's fine. We're just having fun. We're just playing in the makeup. Well, it's on there now. Okay, so yeah, a fluffy brush will put the color down for sure. Not sure if I wanted it to look that way, but this is where we are. And then on top of it, I think that I just created fallout underneath my eye, which is also not what I was looking for. Just going into that crease a little bit. Okay. This is a very grungy look. I wasn't necessarily going for a grungy look, but that's what we've got. So let's see if I can brighten it up even just a tiny, teeny bit by going back in with that shell color from earlier. Let's get a clean brush and see if we can lighten it up just a scotch. There we go. That's better. It's like nothing ever happened. Just patting that down. Just to tidy up a little bit. Much better. All right, let's quit fiddling around with that, shall we? This is a nice palette, but I will say it is definitely cool toned, and I don't necessarily go for a cool toned palette, so it's not typically easy for me to work with. Also, there's this weird color right here, and I know that on camera it's not picking up, but it's almost like there's little dots that are inside of a gel, I guess would be the best way to describe that. So yeah. So that we're not all sitting here forever, I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off, finish my face, and then we'll close out, okay? Give me a minute. Okay, guys, I'm back. Actually ended up doing like 2 other things in between finishing this look. So I had to help my son get some pizza and some other stuff. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I remembered I was filming and now I'm back. So this is the finished look. I don't know why I keep trying to make cool tone work, but I do. So what do you guys think? I threw some lashes on. I don't normally do that in my videos, but I figured since I had time, I did it. These are my favorite lashes, by the way. That they are the Ardell Professional Faux Mink lashes in the number 817. So that's what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I don't know. I keep trying to make cool tone work, and it's like, I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm going to end up gifting this palette to someone else because they can probably make it work better than I do. I'm sure I'm going to come across a palette one day that's cool tone that's just the right one for me. But, I mean, and the colors, they're pretty. I just don't gravitate towards cooler tones. There you go. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.